Hey, if getting into the IIMs is your dream, then take a look at this image. Isn't it amazing? More than 5,000 seats just for people like you. How many do you need? You only need one. But are you able to get that one seat when there's 2.5 lakh students taking this test? Let me ask you another question. Out of these 5,581 seats that you see over here, 2.5 lakh students take the test. What is the probability that you will be happy after taking the test? That's less than 2.5%, because that's the number of people who get into the IIMs after the test. And I'm not even taking into account the reservations right now. So as you may understand from this hypothesis, competition is extremely high. I understand the data may change every year. You may have a little bit more seats at the end of the day, but this is the reality, guys. Understand this. So what if you're not in the top 85 percentile after taking the CAT? Let's assume that you're from the general category. Well, the kind of colleges that you will get will generally not be worth pursuing MBA in. So you spend about 25 lakhs on the MBA program, and the jobs that you will be getting after this MBA that you will be doing from some of these colleges, what you will realize is that right beside you there will be people who will be sitting, who would be working in the same position. They would be your colleagues who would not have pursued the MBA. That means you are not essentially in the management field, and even though you are, people without the MBA field are also able to get there. So what is the point of spending those 25 lakhs and doing 1 or 2 years of preparation, and then at the end of the day sitting down with the exact same people, basically the exact same version of yourself, just before you even started to take the CAT test, right? So the whole point is to understand the competition over here. So what is the argument? Should you not take CAT at all? Should you not take any test? Should you leave the plan of MBA altogether? No, that's not my argument at all. Now, my recommendation to you is to take the GMAT test as well. Take the CAT, no problem, it's a cheap test, but take the GMAT as well, because the competition is lower. And why? Let me show you here. But before that, the cons of GMAT. I know a lot of you will say, GMAT is worth 10 times the cost of CAT. Why are you asking us to take the GMAT? GMAT test costs 23,000 rupees, whereas CAT costs just about 2,300. And you're absolutely right. I agree with you. That's an absolutely critical argument. Cost is a factor that you might be taking into account, but take into account this. For the CAT, you will be taking some coaching, because without that, in today's day and age, it almost seems impossible, right? Those coachings will have a cost associated with them, right? So level up the cost with this, GMAT exam test itself, right? For the GMAT, by the way, you can do it yourself for the most part, or you can do some online coachings, which are very well cheap as compared to what you're looking at for CAT. But even though there is a cost associated with the GMAT, let me show you how it is worth it. Now consider this an investment, because here are the pros. Number one pro is that there is no coaching required for the GMAT. Like I said, it's easy to take it on your own. And if you are going to be preparing for the GMAT by yourself, I have a 2-month prep plan right over here in this image. As you can see, this video is available on this very channel. On my channel, you go ahead, check out this video. Within 2 months, you can ace the GMAT. You can go and score more than 90 percentile. You can score more than 700 on your GMAT test. The second pro of the GMAT is the prep time. The GMAT preparation can be done anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. 2 to 6 months, I would say, is the average time, right? And in my plan, of course, I've made it for 2 months if you are really looking to do it quick. Whereas the preparation for the CAT usually spans 1 to 2 years. People don't even crack it within the first attempt. Many cases, people take the exam again next year, and they're still continuing to prep during this time. So sometimes they're preparing for 2 years as well. And that's what brings me to my third pro for the GMAT, which is the number of attempts. So if you take a look at the number of attempts of the GMAT, per year you can give 5 GMAT attempts. Whereas if it comes to the CAT exam, you can only take the test once. So what does that mean? It means that if you had a bad day, or if you, for some reason, were not fortunate enough to take the test, there was some mishappening that happened in your life, unfortunately, you're out of luck. You have to spend 1 full year again to revise and prepare and keep on moving forward with the preparation. And at the end, again, after that, you get to take the CAT test. I understand this is the way that the CAT test is built, and this is the way it functions in India. But you are wasting 1 valuable year of your life just because you had 1 bad day. Whereas with GMAT, you would just book another test, and maybe just next month you can take the test all over again. My fourth point for you, that again is a pro of the GMAT, is its lower competition. And this is where I prove to you that the competition is lower. First, take a look at this image. Over here, you can see the kind of colleges you can get with the percentile you need on the CAT. And trust me guys, CAT is quite a difficult test. So getting to that 99.5 percentile or 99% percentile is not easy at all. In fact, in many cases, getting to just 90 percentile can be hard as well for many of the students. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of work. People are sitting at home for 1 year sometimes just to be able to crack this test with 90 plus percentile. Now take a look at these images. For IIM Ahmedabad, the average GMAT score is what? 706? Well, if you take a look at the percentiles, even at 710 score, you just are at 90 percentile. That means with just 90 percentile, you're able to get IIM Ahmedabad. And I understand there's a lot of factors that go into this. There's a lot of things that go. It's not just about the test, and these percentiles keep changing and everything as well. The entry requirements of the colleges keep on changing. I understand that. The averages keep changing. But this is living proof that the GMAT, it's an easier pathway to get to the top IIMs as compared to your CAT exam. Now, my final pro for the GMAT again over here is number 5, wider acceptance. What that means is the GMAT is not only accepted by the universities worldwide, but also by the top IIMs in India. So almost any top university worldwide that you're targeting today is accepting the GMAT. But worldwide, the CAT is not being accepted when you take a look at outside India. So these are the pros. When it comes to the GMAT, I know the investment is a bit higher, but you come out with a lot of value. Imagine just 6 months of your life, that preparation that you're putting in, that's worth more than 22,000 rupees, guys. So understand this, it's very well worth investing in the GMAT. And I'm not saying don't take the CAT. So the question that you guys might ask right now is, should we not take the CAT at all? My answer is still take the CAT. It's a very cheap test to take, but at the end of the day, the syllabus is quite common between the two tests, and the GMAT will give you an easier pathway. So you should keep your focus, or at least your backup, on GMAT, whereas CAT can be another just test that you're taking in your journey towards your dream MBA school. Now remember, this journey can be quite confusing a lot of times, and I understand that. I've been there as well. If you're facing such issues and you're not really sure how to actually go about it, like I said, there's a video on my channel where you actually can start preparing for the GMAT. And if you want to go for universities overseas or to IIMs as well, and you're not really sure how to prepare, you're facing issues with the interview, whatever you are facing issues with, you can just simply reach out to my WhatsApp number present in the description, and I'll be personally there to help you out with your queries. I look forward to receiving your messages, and thank you so much for spending your valuable time in watching this video. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you follow us on Instagram for more such content. Thank you so much.